this life like we ought to.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
History has already been made by Valmeyer and Peoria Heights by making it to the state baseball finals. They'll look to go one step farther as they look for the first state championship in school history. And hi again, everybody. I'm Dave Bernard, joined by Hall of Fame coach Mark Lindo. Valmeyer coming into this ball game with a 28-9 record. They got to this championship game by virtue of a 7-4 win over Salmonuk. And for Peoria Heights, the hometown favorite, they come from behind, 4-3 win over defending champion Goreville yesterday in the semifinals. And Mark, obviously you get to this level of play, the nerves can possibly get to you. You wonder here today, even magnified, first time ever, a chance to win a state trophy.
Well, as the drama builds, they've been here for about an hour and a half waiting for the third place game to get over. There will be some nerves, and I think it's going to come down to defensively who dominates, who makes the big play, who makes the gap-saving play, who makes the routine play defensively. Catch the ball, throw the ball today, and you have a good chance for a championship.
Let's take a look at the batting order for Valmeyer. The Pirates under head coach Greg Reinhardt will go this way. They'll start it off with Cole Julfs at third base. Easton Wallace will be pitching. Jake Krekel in center field. In the middle of the order features Philip Reinhardt, Tyler Kempfer, and Michael Chisholm. Drew Mouse, the designated hitter, batting for Ryan Brinkman. Then Andrew Whipple and Logan Seiler will round out that starting lineup. Defensively, for Peoria Heights, in left field will be yesterday's winning pitcher. That's Tyler Gregory. Ty Webb is in center. Anthony Wittenberg, the hitting star yesterday, is in right. Trevor Heath at third. Riley Miller's the shortstop. Josh Beanie at second base. Noah Nelson at first. Once again, Trent Sherlock behind the plate. And the man who closed out the game yesterday gets the game ball to start it today. That's Blake Begner.
2/3 of an inning yesterday, and in 5 pitches, earned the save. Now these Begner numbers, you're not mishearing me. 46 innings pitched, 0.00 earned run average, 91 strikeouts to an inning compared to just 9 base on balls, 5-0. How long can Begner go? We shall find out. To call the 2017 1A state championship game, the Hall of Fame voice of the IHSA, my partner, Dave Bernhard.
Thank you very much, Mark. Looking forward to this one. Peoria Heights dealing with Blake Begner, facing Cole Julfs to get things started. Julfs yesterday 1 for 2, scored a couple of runs, drove in a run. 439 average at top of this Valmeyer order. Begner misses on his first 2. This is a very young Valmeyer team. Only 1 senior in the starting lineup, only 2 on a roster. Easton Wallace is the only senior in the starting order. His twin brother, Eric, is the only other senior. Count now 2-1 to Julfs.
39 runs scored by Julfs. He's got to set the table.
Begner comes back on him, takes the count to 2-2. Nice crowd each way, of course, for Valmeyer, just south of St. Louis. Reasonable drive here to Peoria, but for Peoria Heights, it is just jump on your local street and get to town here. It's a huge crowd for the Patriots. The count full to the leadoff batter for the Pirates, Cole Julfs, followed by Wallace and Krekel.
Good check on a 2-2 fastball, up and in, was able to hold up.
And he's already seen 6 pitches. He'll see another.
Begner with his full allotment, only throwing 5 pitches yesterday, but not usually in long duration with his outings.
Into the air, short right field. Beanie out. Josh Beanie makes the catch for the first out of this game. I'll bring up Easton Wallace. Wallace, big-time numbers. 459 average. He has driven in 46 runs, including 27 doubles. That is 4th all-time in terms of number of doubles in a single season in IHSA history. Takes first pitch for a strike.
Peoria Heights offense knows those numbers you just gave. Gregory, Webb, Wittenberg, all deep in the outfield.
Up the middle, sliding to his left, Riley Miller, 2 up, 2 down.
Riley Miller was impressive yesterday. He just glides to the baseball. Went far to his left. Wallace can get down the line. Easily throws him out 6-3 going to his left.
Jake Krekel, the center fielder, hitless in 3 at-bats yesterday on the season. Krekel came into this tournament with a .446 average, just sitting behind Wallace.
Krekel, one of the emotional leaders of his team. And there will be some emotional roller coasters going on in both dugouts here this afternoon.
You know, coaches will say, you know, we want to jump out first, but in games like this is where it is almost vital that you do that. To the left side again, and Miller. Close play at first base. Miller to Nelson, wins that battle. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. So a smooth sailing for Blake Begner, and now will be his team's turn to come to the plate. Here's the batting order for Matt King's 22-5. Peoria Heights Patriots. Tyler Gregory to read things off. Then it will be Begner hitting second. Riley Miller at short bats third. The middle part of the order as center fielder is Ty Webb. Catcher Trent Sherlock hits fifth. Anthony Wittenberg, 3-run double yesterday in the comeback win over Goreville. He'll bat sixth. Noah Nelson's over at first base. Trevor Heath at third. And then rounding out the batting order, it will be Josh Beanie, the second baseman. Valmeyer's defense. Andrew Whipple is in left. Jake Krekel run out to center field. Ryan Brinkman at right. Cole Julfs at third. Left-handed shortstop Philip Reinhardt to start there. He was the winning pitcher yesterday. Logan Seidler at second. Michael Chisholm at first. Tyler Kempfer behind the mound. And Easton Wallace, a senior, will get the ball here in the state title game.
Well, he'll get the ball. We'll see how long he has it. We'll see what kind of plan there is for the Pirates here this afternoon. But as it is, Wallace is 0-2 on the season. 19 1/3 innings pitched in limited time on the mound, a 3.26 earned run average. He does have 22 strikeouts in that 19 1/3 and a rather high ratio, 19 bases on balls.
And we have an opportunity now to check in with your keys to the game for this 1A title matchup.
Well, first for Peoria Heights, early opportunities. Can they get to this pitching staff, Wallace and whoever it might be early? Middle defense, Miller, Beanie, and Webb. How good will they be? Miller was superlative in the first inning for Valmeyer. Work the count. They got to get into the pitch count against Begner's 46 innings pitch and adjust, especially with 2 strikes. Put the ball in play offensively.
Tyler Gregory to start it, the left fielder. Yesterday, 6 1/3 innings on the mound. Got the win. 5 hits and only 2 earned runs. Coming back is Kempfer looking up directly into the sun, and that ball came back on him. Well, that is a shock to the senses when you spin around and you look straight up and the bright sun right in your eyes.
Well, people that watch Major League games don't see pitchers make many catches on pop-ups because they're not used to it. Obviously, Easton Wallace is normally a fielder. He had a lot better opportunity to track that baseball and maybe call his catcher off in that foul pop-up.
This one will stay in the infield. And this time Wallace wants it. And it is a fair ball. That one came back on Wallace. So that will put Tyler Gregory down at first base.
So that sun was a fight for Kempfer on the foul ball pop-up, and then this one hugging the fair/foul line is dropped by Wallace, who normally be very sure-handed on that. Sets up early opportunity.
Blake Begner. The offensive numbers just running through for Begner this year. Leads the team in average at .420, 30 runs batted in, 37 hits, 30 runs scored. Also has 10 doubles.
So he gets his first opportunity here today with a runner on base. Chisholm having to hold Gregory, so a big hole with Seidler it double play depth in the middle infield, so he can drive a ball and play first to third offense if he finds one on the inner third to turn on.
And that will scoot past the glove of Logan Seidler. Gregory around to third. Begner single puts runners at first and third for the Patriots.
That's exactly what happened. He found a ball he could hit hard. A one-hopper went right over the shoulder of Seidler into right field. And first to third, playing very aggressive, is a great base running by Tyler Gregory.
And just like that, Greg Reinhardt will come out to the mound. A fielding error and then a sharply hit ball by Begner. Reinhardt in his career at Valmeyer, 227 wins overall, 100 wins at Valmeyer. Picked up that 100th win yesterday. Also spent time, 8 years, at Kewanee Weathersfield. Now let's see whether Matt King wants to make something happen here. Matt King in his 9th year at Peoria Heights, 95 and 147, 20-plus win seasons the last 2 years. First 2 seasons won a combined total of 4 games. Fake to third, look to first.
Here's that double move. I think you want to save that in your arsenal when you're guessing which pitch they'll run on.
There goes Begner. The throw will go through, and Begner avoids the tag of the shortstop Reinhardt. Or make that of the second baseman Seidler, and now Greg Reinhardt will come out to have a conversation. Our umpires in this ball game, Dwayne Rakestraw is behind the plate, Scott Russell at first, and Jim Wagner at third.
Good release by Kempfer. The throw took Seidler over to the second base side, and a slide away from the tag. That's why we got the safe call. Now, I don't know how you asked for help on a tag.
Well, that's exactly what's happening here. The call will remain a safe call as Wagner, the third base umpire, consulted with Scott Russell. So runners second and third, just like that here in the bottom of the first for Peoria Heights. They have felt all year long. Get a few runs for Begner. Usually for Begner, though, it would be in relief. He is the starter today for the Patriots. High to left field, hit by Riley Miller. Whipple under it. Here's the throw. The relay. And Peoria Heights goes on top, 1-0. Advancing from second to third is Begner.
Well, that was a decently close play at the plate, and you just have to wonder if that throw from Whipple had they let that go. Jolf's not cut it. It looked like it was on line. The throw was cut. Second throw, the relay was made. Safe at home. First run on the board.
Advancing to third is Begner. He'll go there by way of a fielding error by the catcher, Tyler Kempfer, who couldn't hang on to that tag. So error, single, sacrifice fly, error, a run in and a runner at third. This is Ty Webb. Webb had a couple of hits yesterday.
3 errors on the board for Valmeyer here in the first inning. They've just recorded. No, 1 out. There should be.
The error on the pop foul that Kempfer could not handle, followed by the error on the pitcher, Easton Wallace, dropping a pop fly right on that first baseline, and then the error where Kempfer could not hang on to the ball on the tag. Throwing a stolen base as well. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Webb. Trent Sherlock on deck.
Valmeyer D staying back, trading out for run.
And Webb is rung up. Took it on the outside part of the plate. Second out of the inning. And if Valmeyer can get out of this with just 1 run, they will have to feel pretty good about themselves. Trent Sherlock 0 for 3 yesterday. Sherlock, .295 average on the season. Coming into the tournament, he has 12 runs batted in. Got a good look at that pitch from Wallace.
First ball fastball hunting. Sherlock the catcher. Got the pants up high on the knee with the old stripes. Red, white, and blue. Stirrup socks. Old school.
He stares it down. The pitch is down.
So Sherlock's got a batting glove on his left hand, his right hand, and one in his pocket.
Yes, he does.
He's only got two hands. Just in case he drops one.
He holds up in time. He's got an account in his favor, 2-1.
Big time in the game already, just from a momentum standpoint. Sherlock's really trying to pick up his teammate Webb, who took a called strike with a man on third.
3-1. Easton does not want to go first and third here.
Matt King calls him one of his clutch players.
To center field. Krekel retreats. He's not going to get it. This will roll to the wall. A run is in. Sherlock headed to third. And he'll be held right there. And now he's in trouble. He slips, falls. He's tagged out, but not before. The triple from Trent Sherlock makes this a 2-0 game. Krekel was playing shallow. Sherlock got it all. And then when he slammed on the brakes, the feet went out from underneath him around third base. But we will head to the second inning. 2-0 lead for Peoria Heights, Mark.
And to finish that inning, how about Reinhardt, the freshman left-handed shortstop with a presence of mind to throw behind the runner. Not many players are as cerebral as that, especially as a young freshman player.
And now Valmeyer had to recover. They'll come to the top of the second inning, trailing by 2.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today. Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Well, we had a little bit of action there in the bottom of the first inning. 3 errors, single, stolen base, sacrifice fly, a triple to the wall, and a perfect relay to throw out the man who just hit the triple. Add it all up, and it's a 2-0 lead for Peoria Heights, and that is exactly what the Patriots wanted to do with Begner on the mound.
Yeah, you go back, we just said Sherlock is one of their clutch guys. He put a charge into that baseball, just drove it over the shallow playing Krekel in center field. The relay defense by Valmeyer solid, but not before they get a 2-out clutch run-producing triple from their catcher Sherlock, who's juiced behind the plate right now, and you give the ball to Begner with a 0.00 earned run average now in 47 inning pitch. You got to like that start if you are Peoria Heights.
And speaking of starting, Valmeyer will start this second inning with Philip Reinhardt, freshman shortstop, facing Begner. Reinhardt yesterday more for his pitching than for his hitting. Reinhardt went full 7 innings yesterday on a 5-hitter. I gave up 1 earned run out of the 4 that was allowed.
And I know I talked about the close of the bottom of the inning, but for him to throw behind that runner, Sherlock, on that triple is a good play. But there's an awful lot of players that don't make that good play, that don't have the baseball instincts to throw behind the runner making that wide turn.
Well, we've already seen Reinhardt, who did have a couple of hits yesterday. On the mound yesterday, we talked about it early. You could tell the poise and presence that you would be happy with from a senior, let alone a freshman, and the epitome of a coach's son. And he's going to get a pick up a hit here. inside pitch. He just takes it to right field on an inside-out swing, and the leadoff batter aboard here for the Pirates in the second.
Yeah, they keep making contact. They're going to hang around, are the Pirates. As long as those 91 strikeouts that Begner has doesn't turn into about 102, 103, the Pirates have a chance.
Tyler Kempfer, the catcher. 1 for 2, a couple of RBIs yesterday. That one hit, big double. Kemper, 5'10", junior. His father is one of the assistant coaches. This is a group of players for Peoria Heights that have played together for quite some time. In fact, both these teams, they very tight in terms of the unit staying together. Majority of this Peoria Heights team won the USSSA World Series when they were a little bit younger. Reinhardt short lead off the bag at first. Well, for Begner, hard to believe, right? Only the 12th hit he's given up all season long. Yeah. He gives up a hit about every 4 innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not big in stature. They list him at 5'11", 160. He won't scare you with his mound presence, but he will with his persona.
And an 84-mile-per-hour fastball will do the trick as well. He strikes out Kempfer. I'll bring up Michael Chisholm. Chisholm, 327 average. He was hitless yesterday in 3 at-bats.
Big gap in left center field between Tyler Gregory and Ty Webb.
Right fielder Wittenberg playing respectfully deep for Chisholm. There's 1 home run this season. And that's a strike in the outside corner. 310 down the lines. 400 is straightaway center field. And angles out into right center. Takes a pretty good poke to get it out of here in left and right center. Down on strikes, so back-to-back strikeouts for Begner.
That's one of our keys to the game, was what the adjustments Valmeyer makes with 2 strikes. You got a strikeout dominating pitcher on the mound. Get your hacks in early, give yourself the best chance. Then with 2 strikes, how much can you adjust at the plate in order to put some pressure on the defense? Just put the ball in play.
Drew Mouse hitting in the 7th spot in the order, designated hitter batting for Ryan Brinkman. Mouse, another junior, 345 average. And the Peoria Heights dugout backed up their outfielders for Mouse. He'll foul this one out of play. Yesterday, Mouse with the double. His 1 hit and 3 at-bats.
0-2, 0-2. And now 0-2 for the 3rd time.
After the leadoff single to Philip Reinhardt, he's still at first base. Begner, the long look in. There goes Reinhardt. Sherlock's throw into center field. Reinhardt up and on to third. Throw from Ty Webb. Late, a little bit off the mark. Stolen base in an air puts Reinhardt at third.
Well, I like the fact that Coach Reinhardt continued to stay aggressive. Even though he's chasing 2, you stay with your game plan. You got to put people in motion. You got to try to create some things against Begner. And that's got to be what? This is our 6th game we've done, maybe the 5th or 6th throw that's gone into center field from catchers. Again, from release point, dropping down.
Mouse, though, will go down swinging. Valmeyer threatens. Begner takes things into his own hands, striking out the side. Inning and a half in the books. Peoria Heights will come to bat with a 2-run lead.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
In the first inning, 5 batters came to the plate for Peoria Heights. 3 of them reached base, 2 of them scored. We'll start the bottom of the second inning, 6, 7, 8 in the order. Anthony Wittenberg, he had the big blow yesterday for Peoria Heights. Wittenberg, with his team down 3-0, the middle innings, bases loaded, ripped a bases-clearing double, tied the game. A couple of batters later, Peoria Heights took the lead and eventually defeated Goreville 4-3.
And Wittenberg had a tough at-bat before that, but stayed with the process, and by far the biggest hit of the game. Yes, they got the next run in to have that 4-3 margin, but he had to keep the inning alive with 2 outs.
Now he's ahead of the count on Easton Wallace at 3-1. And he will have the leadoff walk. So for the second consecutive inning, Peoria Heights, the leadoff man aboard.
And this becomes a very important inning for Valmeyer defensively, because Peoria Heights with 2 on the board in the bottom of the first, a chance to extend and win this inning as the home team. You would really like Peoria Heights' chances to increase if they are the next team to score in this game.
Noah Nelson had one of the 9 hits yesterday. He'll pick up one here. No hesitation around the bag. Wittenberg dives into third. Runners on the corners for the Heights with nobody out here in the second.
Great call by you, Mr. Bernhard, because there was absolutely no hesitation with Wittenberg, just like there wasn't with Greg. You can see a well-coached team. Matt King did not need to send him. The play was in front of him in right field. Once he saw where the ball was getting into the right fielder, Brickman, he knew he was going on his own, did Wittenberg, and you see how aggressive they are on the base paths.
I'll bring us to Trevor Heath. He takes that big cut yesterday. Heath, big ball game. Hitting in the 8th spot, 3 for 3, and an RBI, 3 singles, including a run batted in that 8-hole. He came into this tournament, if numbers can be believed, at 186 batting average.
Yeah, he swung the bat with authority yesterday. Yeah, he only had 13 hits coming in. He has 3 in the state semifinals. Saw him interviewed on the TV news last night. He said, our team never has a doubt.
That's how they played yesterday, and boy, they're coming out of the blocks here the same way today.
Well, they're going to feed off their crowd, and they're going to feed off their pitcher, Begner.
Easton Wallace from the stretch. Nelson at first, not a base-stealing threat.
Well, here's the game within the game. First and third, nobody out. Heath, one job. Get the barrel to the baseball. Wallace, one job. Get a punch out here. So the game within the game playing right now.
And it is the punch out. So Wallace gets the strikeout. That's the first out of the inning. Bring out the number 9 hitter, Josh Beanie. Beanie 0 for 3 yesterday.
Matt King flashing signs. It is a time for a squeeze with a 9-hitter. Don't like that he's left-handed.
But this will stay in the infield. Reinhardt make the catch for the second out, and Wallace is just 1 pitch away from getting out of this. He'll have to face Tyler Gregory. Gregory hit a pop-up his first time up. It was right on that first baseline, dropped by Wallace, coming over to attempt the catch.
And there's a good chance right here that Valmeyer is going to have to make a play defensively, whether it's first and third, ground ball, what have you. That was one of our keys, is not to just dominate defensively, make a big play, but also fundamentals here to close this inning.
Gregory takes that long look down there. Puts it in play. Jelfs measures his throw, and Valmeyer and Easton Wallace get out of the jam. First and third, nobody out. Strikeout, pop out, ground out. Peoria Heights comes up empty. We've played 2 innings in your 1A championship game, and it's the Patriots 2, Pirates nothing.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
We start the top of the 3rd inning, an important inning here for Valmeyer, coming off a little momentum, getting out of that jam in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Starting it will be Andrew Whipple, Logan Seidler to follow, and then back to the top of the order, and Cole Jelfs.
Good picture of Whipple standing basically right on top of the plate against the left-handed angle of Begner. He wouldn't mind getting hit with a pitch to lead this inning off.
Whatever it takes at this point, this will be fouled straight back right on top of us in the 2nd level. Oh, my goodness. That made it into the booth next to us. I thought there was no way that was going to happen. It was straight up in the air.
Nobody made a catch over there?
Well, Rick Piacek has the ball. Well, let's follow the play on the field. Foul ball, this one into the crowd, and that will ricochet off some concrete.
Now, Rich should maybe give that back to the IHSA, but I think it's going to go to one of his grandkids.
Yeah.
So important for Whipple to try to get on base. So important for Valmeyer, the Pirates, to dent this scoreboard against Begner with a 0-0-0 earned run average.
0-2 count on Whipple. That just missed.
Good pitch, good take, good call. And we move on.
Beanie will get the chance at second. 1 out. Logan Seidler will get his hacks in against Blake Beanie.
Go ahead and put that one, though, in your memory bank. Whipple, a pretty good at bat on 2-strike pitch. He hit that ball relatively hard, so he tracked that baseball well, lefty against lefty, if he's up in a game situation, his next opportunity.
Logan Seidler did not bat yesterday. He was hit for yesterday. Yanks this one foul and deep off of Begner.
Error down the left field line. Up on the berm.
Well, we've had an error in the left field line. We've had an error in the booth next to us. Begner just keeps on dealing and getting ahead in the count, 0-2.
He has been 0-2 probably 6 times of his 8 outs he's recorded, or 7 outs he's recorded.
Strikeout number 4. He's gone through the Valmeyer lineup. He has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. Back to the top, and Cole Jelfs. He flew out to short right field and to the second baseman, Beanie, his first time up.
So we've got to keep going to his numbers. Now he has 95 strikeouts and 9 walks on the season. You know how obscene that is? 95 and 9.
You know, when you figure those 9 walks, there has to be some questionable calls in there as well.
But he's probably got a lot of borderline strikes as well with 2 strikes because he's earned that.
Yep.
He's around the plate, around the plate, around the plate. You tend to get that right hand going up with an umpire who's established the zone.
This will get down for a base hit. Julfs will reach with a 2-out hit. Went down and got it. Second hit of the game for the Pirates from Valmeyer. Easton Wallace grounded out to short his first appearance a couple of innings ago.
I think Julfs will be active here. They showed they wanted to run last inning.
Wallace looking to tie this game with that one swing. The wind blowing from right to left, the right field foul pole to left field foul pole, about 5 miles per hour, 88 degrees here just past noon. There goes Julfs. He picked a good pitch. Curveball, the throw, not in time. The off-speed breaking ball, Julfs got it right, and he has a stolen base, as Valmeyer looking to pick up a run at a time here.
Well, he went on the leg. We've seen that throughout the weekend. So what I mean by that is as soon as the pitcher, Begner, lifted his leg, runner went and guessed correctly.
Off the end of the bat, there's a few foul balls that are scattering folks here on the suite level. And I mean sweet as in S-U-I-T-E.
46 RBIs for Easton Wallace.
Man you want at the right time here. 1-2. Begner just tried to tease him with that pitch.
You can sense that Begner and Sherlock trust each other, pitcher and catcher.
That last pitch, Riley Miller holding the runner on, and Begner took a look at him, and as he turned back, then Miller broke away, but it still left a huge hole on the left side of that infield.
And he's there, too, in the daylight area. I don't think they're going to pick.
And the count has gone to 2-2 to number 22.
And with Tyler Gregory playing, even though we know he has good throwing arm, as deep as he did, any kind of ground ball base hit would score the runner easily.
But instead, a called strikeout. 2 strikeouts in this inning, 5 for the game. And once again, Blake Begner gets out of a jam. We'll head to the bottom of the third in the 1A championship game. Here in Peoria, it's the Heights on top of Valmeyer 2-0.
Today's game is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Guaranteed best prices.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
I knew before it even left my hand. Why? Because every shot I take is the most important one of my life.
The most heart-stopping, game-changing, tie-turning moments in high school sports. Under Armour Highlights of the Week on the NFHS Network.
Blake Begner will get things rolling here in the bottom of the third inning for the Patriots. 22-5 on the season, make that 23-5 on the season for Peoria Heights. They had a 3-game losing streak in the middle of April in a span of 5 days, losing to Tremont, Richwoods, and Illini Bluffs. Only 2 losses outside of that.
Last loss on May 6th to Cuba. It's been all W's since then.
Begner puts the barrel on it right at Krekel.
Score that one F8 hard. He squared it up. Krekel once again playing a shallow center field. to his advantage on that particular line drive. We saw one go over his head to score a run with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Now he's moving it back quite a bit.
Backing up for Riley Miller. Sacrifice fly that scored the first run in the first inning. Fouled back. This will rattle among the seats. A lot of purple on that side of the field.
Mentioned Easton Wallace only had 19 and a third coming in, but he was very solid, super sectional.
This is ripped, and a clean pick over at third by Jolfs. Had to wait to see whether he had short hopped it, but instead, Jolfs get that liner. 2 quick outs.
So what Wallace is doing now, again, he's going ahead and attacking the strike zone, attacking the barrel, and his defense has made 2 plays for him.
I'll bring up Ty Webb. The sun continuing to come in and out of the clouds that have thickened up. This one hit hard to the right side, jumps right over the head of Michael Chisholm down in the right field corner. Ryan Brinkman, good job of getting there in a hurry.
Ball was flat out scalded, a lot of top hand by Webb, the 3rd consecutive ball that was hit squarely for Peoria Heights. This one, you're right, just jumped right over Chisholm. Fortunate did not catch him somewhere in the face. And here's the man of the first inning rally.
Trent Sherlock, the RBI triple. Rolled all the way to the center field wall.
Obviously cannot disseminate what he does, but each and every time he steps in the batter's box, he does something with his bat, puts in some letters into the dirt.
You talked about old school, right, with the socks, the striped stirrups. Also old school, the long sleeve shirt underneath the jersey despite an 88-degree day.
And playing the position of catcher, which is quite clearly the most uncomfortable position, crouching down with all the gear on.
Decent lead at first for Webb. Token throw to keep him on his toes. There goes Webb. Throwing from the knees, not a chance. Ty Webb gets the stolen base.
And Kemper knew there wasn't a chance. He had no time to stand up. That was just guessing right, and then outrunning the baseball was Webb. And what he did there is find a rhythm or a tempo that Easton Wallace set, pitch. So he timed him up and stole that base on the pitcher.
Big curveball, evens a count at 2-2.
Now he's given multiple looks with Webb on second base. There's one. One of the most effective things a pitcher could do is just step off from time to time, or a long hold, which breaks rhythm of runners and hitters.
Delivers to Sherlock and gets him swinging. A strikeout in each of the first 3 innings for Easton Wallace. And once again, he leaves a runner in scoring position. 3 complete innings. This game moving right along here in your 1A championship finds Peoria Heights on top of Valmeyer 2-0.
We'll share this life like we ought to.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
This is the first of 4 championship games we'll have for you on the NFHS network here in these next 2 weekends. We'll have 2A coming your way a little bit later today. That will be Teutopolis and St. Joe Ogden. Then next weekend we'll be in Joliet for the 3A and 4A matchups. And we'll start the top of the 4th inning, the heart of the order here for the Valmeyer Pirates. It'll be Jake Krekel, Philip Reinhardt, and Tyler Kempfer. Across the state today, not only do we have championship action, but in 3A and 4A on the baseball side, you have your sectional championships.
We have Bennett with a win over Nazareth to advance their first title of sectional since '89, and Plainfield North trailing Neuqua Valley 4-1 in the 5th inning of that sectional game.
Super sectionals to be played on Monday, then Silver Cross Field next Friday and Saturday.
South Elgin upstart in this tournament, leading Willowbrook late in that game.
South Elgin upset St. Charles North in the sectional semifinal. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter here in the 4th. Jake Krekel grounded out to short his first time. But nearly a .450 average coming into this tournament. He is crucial to get on against Begner. That's not going to happen. Strikeout number 6.
It's too good a pitch by Begner right there. Fastball up and on the hands at the same time. Just tied up a .450 hitter, as you mentioned. What a great pitch. He can punch you out.
Philip Reinhardt had a single, takes a good hit stroke on this one. Coming in is Webb. He's there. That's 2 quick outs. 2 up, 2 down to Tyler Kempfer. He's started the strikeout run. He struck out in the 2nd inning, and just prior to Reinhardt's flyout, Begner had struck out 6 of the 7 outs.
Well, Peoria Heights has only scored in 2 innings out of 10 in this tournament. They had a 4-run inning and a 2-run inning, yet they have a victory and a lead, scoring only 20% of the opportunities they've had.
Matt King said that pitching, defense, our strengths, our offense, his words, our offense is suspect. But he's 4 innings away from a state championship. 1-1 to Kempfer.
Too early to start counting outs, though. Some coaches think you should never count outs, but everybody does.
I hated it. I never did.
Not with 3, not with 6 outs, 6
Nope.
or 3 outs to go?
Nope. The number one thing I cared about, and I mentioned it on our broadcast, is where is that tying run?
Yeah.
Is he at the plate? Is he at first base? Is he in the dugout? Another swing and a miss. Begner struck out the side in the 2nd, and in the 3rd and the 4th, 2 punch outs each. He has struck out 7 through 4. We're halfway through this one. Peoria Heights leading it by a couple.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today. Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Peoria Heights batting with the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. This game really starting to move quickly, and probably too quickly from Valmeyer as that one quickly shoots through the box right past Easton Wallace, and Anthony Wittenberg starts the bottom of the fourth in a big way.
Good approach. First ball, fastball. He turned it right around. Wallace, no chance to react. That ball was stung. Sets up another opportunity for Peoria Heights to add to that 2-0 lead.
Noah Nelson singled his last time up. 5 hits for the Heights.
Leadoff man's been on 3 of their 4 innings.
Nelson hits this one hard. That will get through. Holding up at second base is Wittenberg, and the Patriots making something happen here in the 4th inning.
Trevor Heath with a bunt situation. They're going to pinch run here for Noah Nelson. Noah Nelson's home is the team hangout. They'll be spending some time there this summer.
Colton Markley, freshman, will run for Nelson.
Greeted with the rally towel in the dugout.
Now Trevor Heath, he struck out his first time, as we mentioned, 3 for 3 yesterday. Playing behind the runner at first base. Markley getting a pretty good lead there. And that will go right through the wickets of Kempfer. Wild pitch moves runners to second and third.
So if the bump was in order, they just bunted for him.
And very quickly, Greg Reinhardt comes out of that Valmeyer dugout. You know, what a great story the town of Valmeyer is. Back in 1993, they had huge flood on the Mississippi River. And folks will remember that. So devastating. Many communities, had damage. Valmeyer basically had their entire town wiped out by that flood. And so with the extensive damage, decision made, what do we do? Well, they decided, let's go on the bluff. There's a bluff overlooking what was Valmeyer. So Valmeyer, the town, basically relocated on top of the bluff. They call it the new town and the old town. There's still some towns down below, or some houses down below, but basically Valmeyer was recreated in the middle 1990s.
Quite a story that is. And you don't think those people worked together as one during that time. So this is Andrew Whipple coming in to pitch. 6'3", 165. The junior comes in 7-1, 51 innings pitched, an earned run average of 2.47. 43 strikeouts compared to just 16 base on balls on the season. He has given up 54 hits in those 51 innings pitched. And his job right now is to give his team a chance. They have to get out of here with very limited damage because they're already playing catch-up against Begner and his 7 strikeouts on the day.
So with Wallace leaving the game, he will go over to third base where he played yesterday. Now will slide to third baseman Cole Julfs over to shortstop. And that sends Philip Reinhardt to left field to actually assume Whipple's spot. We anticipated this move. We saw that Easton was the starting pitcher. Didn't know that it would last all the way into the 4th inning, but Wallace has kept his team into it, but trouble now for Whipple.
And if you're Greg Reinhardt, you're the proverbial rock in a hard place. You don't want to play your infield back and chase 3 and 4 runs, but you don't want to play your infield in and allow a big inning. So tough situation, and what's he got? He's got him halfway.
Mm-hmm.
So the ball's hit now, second baseman Seidler coming in even more. If the ball's hit hard, the play's at the plate.
Okay, they will end up at about the grass here as this pitch is made to Heath.
And a lot of times you'll see if you get 2 strikes, then you move up even more because the hitter's a more defensive mode.
Well, the outfield's starting to suck in as well. The left fielder Reinhardt has come in. The center fielder Krekel playing very shallow. He plays shallow, has a tendency to play shallow anyway. Brinkman in right. Straight away. Heath puts it in play. And now a rundown. Kempfer. Jolfs is there. They'll get the out. Wallace to Kempfer to Jolfs. The runner at second had to hold. What a huge play right there for the Valmeyer Pirates.
Well, we talked about it on the open, executing defensively. They did just that. They got out of jail in the second inning unscathed with the first two runners on board and no one out. Same scenario here. They got one out, but still some work to do.
Now Josh Beanie, the number 9 hitter.
And what you've done there is take the equation, the suicide squeeze out of the equation.
Third baseman Wallace very deep. If Beanie had any thoughts of laying one down for a base hit, he was thinking about it. Beanie, the line out, and a chance for a double play. There it is. Second and third, nobody out. A rundown nets an out, then an attempted sacrifice bunt, line out, double play, inning over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, only one batter left. The biggest number of all, the 0 that went on the board in the bottom of the 4th inning. Valmeyer stays within 2.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com. This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will.
The Valmeyer Pirates have been able to wiggle out of some jams, and now they will look to their offense to try to solve Blake Begner, who's given up just 2 hits, struck out 7 through 4 innings. They will start it with Michael Chisholm. Chisholm, one of the strikeout victims.
Yeah, Peoria Heights had a chance to create separation. Bottom of the 2nd, 2 on, no one out. And Valmeyer's ready for the challenge. Same thing in the 4th. 2 out, 2 on, nobody out, and they escape again. So Valmeyer hanging around.
Back-to-back 85-mile-per-hour fastballs for Begner. And this one sent up the middle and through. The leadoff batter is on. Chisholm on an 0-2 pitch takes it up the middle.
Give you a few final scores only. Of course, here in Peoria was Goreville 10-3 final in the 3rd place game of 1A. Bennett Academy 11-1 over Nazareth. Morton over Geneseo 7-5. Chicago Heights Marion, a 4-1 winner over Oak Forest. All those in 3A.
Dylan Mouse looking to tie this game with 1 swing of the bat. Mouse will be looking for his first home run of the year.
Sandburg over Lincoln Way Central 7-3. And Mundelein winners over Warren.
The pickoff, the tag out. Oh, wait, or do we have, let's see our call here. This may be a balk. They're talking to Blake Begner.
Well, if it was called, we didn't hear it from up here because that has to be called immediately. And I did not hear or see a signal, but it's got to be a verbal call immediately.
Well, that is the way it's going to go. Now, wait, no, they're going to bring him back. I'm not sure exactly what took place here.
I think they're going to say there's somebody called timeout, but I didn't hear anything. What a good pickoff move it was. Good job by Noah Nelson delivering the ball right to the base. But the way that Michael Chisholm pulled up is like he thought that,
right,
it was a dead ball situation.
Well, that's what it's going to be. No play, no pitch. So Chisholm will go back to the bag. The count 0-1. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Drew Mouse at the plate. And radar shows some small storm cell moving our way. Just missed on the outside corner. Short lead at first. Mouse now in a hitting count at 2-1. Hit high in the air to left field. Gregory backpedals on it. He'll make the catch in deep left center. Mouse gave it a ride. That's the first out of the inning.
That ball was driven, but everybody in the ballpark that follows baseball know that when Tyler Gregory and Ty Webb are converging on it, there's a pretty good chance that ball would be tracked down. It was easily by Gregory.
Now the number 8 hitter, Andrew Whipple, who has now become the pitcher in this ball game, grounded out to second. That was in the 3rd inning.
That was a 1-2 pitch that he hit pretty hard.
It's jammed on that one to the Peoria Heights dugout.
Trent Sherlock looking to the dugout for the pitch to be signaled in.
Chisholm back easily.
That was not his best move.
Count goes 0-2.
So we mentioned Whipple hit the ball hard with 2 strikes last time. It was a ball that Begner got in. I would think he would want to stay away from the left-handed hitter here and he'd get himself another punch out. But Whipple trying to find a mistake on the inner third.
A little bit better move there from Begner.
Yeah, but he varied a little bit. See, he came up higher with his leg than normal, which is a tip-off for a runner.
There goes Chisholm. Whipple, a little hit and run action. Just got it foul. I hate to say hit and run an 0-2. It was I'm trying to get a hit. That ball may have been out of the strike zone. May not have been. It was close.
And that was a ball away, which we anticipated. So the good news for Whipple is he was able to waste that. Foul it off and give himself another opportunity.
Oh, and a curveball absolutely tied up Andrew Whipple. And that, I'll tell you, that is a sick feeling when you've given up and then you realize in a span of microseconds that, and then you have to try to restart.
Yeah, that was his best hammer of the day. That ball went straight down on the hitter. Whipple just froze with 2 strikes.
And we will get a pinch hitter, Eric Wallace, to bat for Logan Seidler. Comes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Eric Wallace, the twin brother of Easton Wallace, the only 2 seniors on this Valmeyer roster.
He pinch hit yesterday and coaxed and worked a good, solid at bat for a base on balls.
He's up there to keep this inning alive. Jammed and fouled away. Michael Chisholm led off this inning with a single. He is still at first base. Begner quick to the plate, and Wallace delivers in a pinch hit roll. He'll get that single to left field. Now runners first and second with 2 outs. And to the top of the order in Cole Jelfs.
Great job off the bench yesterday. Base on balls. Today a solid base hit through the 5-6 hole left side. And they do indeed have the guy that I think they would want up right now. It would either be Jolfs or Easton Wallace, their two most productive guys.
They are back-to-back in the batting order. Jolfs will step in, 1 for 2 today. Fastball right there on the outside part of the plate, tailed away a little bit from Jolfs. Chisholm at second. Fly ball right field, drives the right fielder Wittenberg back. Cruising back, backpedaling, and makes the catch just short of the track. Jelfs gave that one a ride. But Wittenberg tracks it down, and the inning comes to a close. Valmeyer leaves 2 runners aboard, and the shutout continues to the bottom of the 5th and a 2-0 lead in the 1A title game.
Boom! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Today's game is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Guaranteed best prices.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
As they have since the first inning, Peoria Heights is going to look to build on this 2-0 lead, but zeros thrown up on the board. Only 2 in the bottom of the first inning. That's the extent of our scoring today.
Well, I mentioned it in the second inning. I think if they score next, basically it's lights out. But they haven't done that yet, and that was, of course, Valmeyer's best chance there with 2 outs. And ball driven by Jolfs deep into right field. A solid catch to end the inning.
Tyler Gregory, soft spinner right back to the mound. Andrew Whipple will make it a 1U, and Gregory right on his heels. Ooh. The heartbeats started racing in the Peoria Heights dugout because they thought Gregory was going to catch Whipple. On the other side, people were falling over in the Valmeyer dugout saying, just get rid of the ball. But it works. Blake Begner has a hit today in 2 at-bats. Andrew Whipple on in relief. Came on with runners second and third, nobody out, and got out of the jam.
Activity in the Peoria Heights bullpen. Trevor Heath, the sophomore, loosening up.
And, of course, some folks would say, you know, why you have your ace on the mound, you have a 2-0 shutout going. Well, a couple of things, right? You have the pitch count that will get an unofficial total maybe after this inning. You also have the idea that Begner has been used mainly in relief this year, short relief. And Begner will ground out to Chisholm at first.
And you also, that's positive looking preparation. You want somebody warmed up. You don't want to bring somebody off the field like Heath is cold. So you want to have somebody that's ready, and you've known to have gotten some warm-ups in the pen. So 3 reasons that he's up.
2 quick outs. Now Riley Miller, sacrifice fly for an RBI in the first inning. Off the end of the bat, Whipple, that deceptive delivery, drops down a little bit. Can run that ball away from right-handed hitters. Just like that. Miller happy to get another swing. winds have switched on us here. Rather than blowing from right field to left field, now blowing out to right. And picking up a bit too, up to 7 miles per hour. There's rain to the north of us.
You're the meteorologist, but it was just one or two small cells, right? Not a
Yes,
big storm.
Correct.
Which they said scattered 20%, hit or miss.
Well, any day you have an 88-degree day,
Yeah.
you're going to pick up those kind. And Miller is grazed by that pitch. She will be heading down to first base with 2 outs. Ty Webb was straight into that left-handed batter's box, struck out looking and singled in his 2 plate appearances today.
So you have a high dew point with humidity, with a front moving in from the Gulf. How'd that sound?
Sounds like you picked every phrase. Gregory fists this one short left field, and that will get down. Miller coming around all the way, the ball rolling free. Miller will score from first base. It's 3-0, Peoria Heights.
We'll re-describe that play. Miller scores all the way from first. Reinhardt, wasn't Reinhardt. Who's that in left field now?
I believe that is still Reinhardt.
That is Reinhardt. Lays out for that ball. Can't come up with his center fielder. Krekel was right behind it, but then basically overran the ball. King kept sending him, and another 2-out run. Not very important with a 2-out hit by pitch. Oh, yes, it was.
Trent Sherlock looking to add one more to this 3-0 lead.
He already has a 2-out hit, a triple.
High into the air. Reinhardt. Now check that. We do have a new outfielder out there. And the catch is made. And a run is scored. 3-0 after 5. And those 3 looking pretty big with Blake Begner on the mound. We'll head to the 6th.
Boo! Hey, where you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Today's game is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Guaranteed best prices.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
I knew before it even left my hand. Why? Because every shot I take is the most important one of my life.
The job has become tougher now for the Valmeyer Pirates if they wish to claim this 1A state baseball championship. Down 3-0 to Blake Begner, who has not allowed an earned run all season long. Easton Wallace to start it. In fact, it was his brother Eric Wallace who was the left fielder on that last play. Hard hit by Wallace, and that jumps up over the glove of Beanie. Beanie was down, the ball came up. But the leadoff man is aboard.
Ball was hit on the button, but right at Beanie. He kind of speared at that ball with his glove.
Jake Krekel, he's 0 for 2 today, and he is due. Begner's given up 5 hits today. 5 hits and 5 innings. And that one misses. Begner had given up 11 hits in 45 innings coming into this game.
So officially his earned run streak of not allowing earned run is at 51 and counting right now.
Valmeyer's left 4 people on base. 3 of them have been in scoring position. 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth. It's 3-2.
9 walks on the entire season, 51 innings pitched.
And Krekel will go down looking. 9th strikeout. It's the first out of the 6th.
That's the 100th strikeout on the season in 51 innings pitched. I'm not the math major like you, but that's 2 an inning. That's just absurd.
Foul and out of play. And the neglected part of when you hear strikeout numbers like that, you think, wow, what a great pitcher, great job. It minimizes the chances for your defense. Your defense all of a sudden looks a whole lot better when they don't have as many chances.
Yeah, not enough plays to make. So you're much more relaxed when when you know that your pitcher's in full command. Yeah, he has 9 strikeouts today. So you only have to get about 6 or 7 outs on your own.
Philip Reinhart, 0-1 on him. He's 1 for 2. Hit the ball hard twice, make it 3 times. And now the tying run comes to the plate. 1 out here in the 6th.
I tell you what, you just cannot pour out enough superlatives for Philip Reinhart. He pitches, he defends, he plays shortstop left-handed, he plays left field, he plays center field, he hits the baseball with authority, he throws behind runners, and he's only 14 years old.
Fun to watch. Tyler Kempfer has struck out twice against Begner today. 1 out in the top of the 6th in a 3-run game.
Game situation.
Pirates and Valmeyer battled and battled. Yesterday knocking off Somonax 7-4. And they have put themselves in position to make something happen here. It'll be Michael Chisholm at the plate. He has a hit, one of the 5 hits for the Pirates today. Remember, this is a Valmeyer team that scored 16 runs against Abingdon Avon in the Super Sectional.
They had 2 3-run innings yesterday as part of that 7-4 victory. Now you have a left-handed strong hitter in Chisholm. Noah Nelson playing in the cutout. I think he'd want to play as deep as he can to get himself angles against lefty hitter.
Chisholm will foul this one straight back. Blake Begner answers to his pitching coach, his brother, Lyle Begner. Looking for a strikeout here. It's 1-1. The Valmeyer crowd been quiet most of this game. They are in it now. Chisholm, right to the first baseman, Nelson. 1 out there. They'll be happy with that.
Good decision by Sherlock. He got home plate with his right foot, tried to step inside to get an angle for the double play. Knew he didn't have a chance to double play and held on to the baseball. Didn't need an errant throw down the right field line.
2 outs. Drew Mouse at the plate. Strike 1. noise here at Dozer Park.
It's a labor right now. He's going to try to get through this with guts.
Whipple taking all the way.
Either side cheering on every pitch right here in this situation in the sixth.
Whipple not happy. Swung through a ball right there. Two out, bases loaded. Tying run standing at second base. Go ahead, run at first. Whipple called out on strikes. Begner gets out of it. The 10th strikeout of the day leaves the bases loaded. 2 hits in the inning, 2 walks, 1 run crosses the plate. It's a 2-run game. Peoria Heights will bat in the bottom of the 6th.
The most heart-stopping, game-changing, tie-turning moments in high school sports. Under Armour Highlights of the Week on the NFHS Network.
Share this life like we ought to.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Anthony Wittenberg to lead it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Krekel remains in center. And Eric Wallace, I believe, remains in left field.
Philip Reinhardt has gone to shortstop. Anthony Wittenberg at the plate. Strike 1, strike 2. It's a hold 'em moment right here for Andrew Whipple. Oh, 2 has now become 2-2. And now 3-2.
Riley Miller, a right-hander, Ty Webb, a left-hander, both double barrel activity. Warming up for the Peoria Heights Patriots down the left field line bullpen.
Whipple went 0-2 to 3-2 and got the strikeout. 1 gone in the 6th.
Solid relief job thus far by Whipple since coming in instead of Easton Wallace. That was in the 4th inning, 2 on, no one out. And he helped get a 0 up on the board there.
Noah Nelson has a couple of hits today. He bats with 1 out. He's able to check it up on the inside part, 2-0. This one will rattle back in the concourse area.
A little bit deceptive as he brings his leg up in the high kick. Turns his shoulders a little bit, hides the baseball till the last second right there.
It will be a 3-for-3 day for Noah Nelson. Now Matt King looking to make a change. He had run for Nelson the last time with Colton Markley. That would be a straight pinch runner situation.
So interesting, he's already run for him.
So that means
his defense is out of the game.
Nelson is gone.
His fans know he had a 3 for today. He'll enjoy the swimming pool at his home.
And he's in the dugout saying, I did all I could for you, fellas. I believe it may be Jake Kennington running it first. He came in from the bullpen area. Trevor Heath 0 for 2 this afternoon. Short lead at first. Heath off the fist, a little pop up right into the glove of Chisholm.
Still don't have a definitive number on the pinch runner. No numbers on the front of the jersey for Peoria Heights. That's by design.
Josh Beanie, remember his last at bat? Bunted into a double play. And that enabled Valmeyer and Andrew Whipple to get out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. Now we know the pitch count for Cole Begner is right there on the edge. We'll see what the top of the 7th inning brings us in terms of who heads out to the mound.
And in this case, he was just about done anyway. He was gassed.
Foul ball, and it will hit high off the screen behind home plate. 2 runs in the first inning. First 2 batters reached base. A couple of errors in the mix. Sacrifice fly, and then a triple. 2-0. That lead is held up. We have a 2-run difference here at 3-1. And that walk will bring up the leadoff hitter, Tyler Gregory. Huge at bat here for Gregory and for the pitcher, Andrew Whipple.
So it's Riley McCarthy on second. Josh Beanie on first. 2 outs, and can Gregory pick him up?
We may get a pitching change here. Greg Reinhardt works his way out to the mound. They were pointing to the bullpen as in come in. And that's where we're going to go. We've got a relief pitcher coming in for Whipple. Whipple will stay in the game, and we'll just rotate some players around. Right fielder Ryan Brinkman will leave. Drew Mouse.
New pitcher will indeed be Drew Mouse. 6'2", 230. We've mentioned that. Just a junior. Only 13 innings pitched on the season. He's allowed 13 hits, 4 earned runs. That computes to 2.15, 8 strikeouts, and 6 walks in that 13 innings. His job is to get 1 out and give his team an opportunity for a 7th inning comeback.
Andrew Whipple will go to left field. That's where he started this ball game. And again, some more action going on in the Peoria Heights bullpen.
There's been a lot of visitors to left field. For Valmeyer today, it's their 4th left fielder, or if you count him twice.
Philip Reinhardt's been all over the field. Cole Julfs has slid around. He's at second base right now. And with Brinkman coming out, he came out because Drew Mouse, the designated hitter, was hitting for Brinkman. I believe Eric Wallace will probably move to right field. He had been in left.
Two outs, runners will be on the sound.
Mouse has to get Gregory right here with 2 outs.
Eric Wallace is indeed in right field.
Big swing from Gregory. And people make some noise between pitches. And once the pitcher's ready to go, it becomes stone silent. Strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. A courtesy runner out at second base. Beanie is at first. Mouse looking to get that one spot, didn't get it. It is Jake Kennington out at second base running. Gregory will foul this one out of play. We're in crunch time here in your 1A championship. 2A action resumes at 3 o'clock. Third place game, Chicago Christian and Orion, and that'll set the stage for the 2A championship game. St. Joe Ogden finished second last year. 2 topless, 5 trips in the last 7 years to Peoria. Gregory waits, rips it down the line, off the wall. Kennington scores. Running through the stop sign at third is Beanie, but the ball will get away. A big RBI double off the bat of Tyler Gregory. It is 4-1.
He drove that, kept it right inside the foul pole, hit the wall at the 310 mark off the padding. A big 2-out run. Tyler Gregory delivers.
Well, Begner will look to add 2 more runners in scoring position. Boy, Gregory, who had looked bad on the first couple swings, got one to his liking. Smothered by Kempfer.
4-1. Somewhat manageable. 5-1, 6-1, whole different outlook going to the 7th. Exactly what you were talking about. Where's that tying run at?
And they're going to intentionally walk Begner to load the bases for Riley Miller, and he is going to come to the plate in a confident stride.
You see him, he shook his head. No, don't do that. The right thing to do, by the way. He jumps in that batter's box. He can't wait to hit right now.
He's the one that gets the dugout going, and now he'll look to do it by way of a bat. Off the end of the bat, dropping quickly, and that's going to fall. Runner safe at third, 2 runs in. There is that 6-1 lead.
Riley Miller delivers. He hit that ball right in the middle of the triangle, left, center, and shortstop. And a big 3-run outburst for Peoria Heights.
There was a runner at first with 2 outs in this inning. Then a walk to Beanie, a double down the line by Gregory, intentional walk to Begner, and the looping single by Miller. 3 runs in.
And you see the air out of the balloon a little bit right now for Valmeyer.
And it was just the last half inning. They had a run in and the bases loaded with 2 outs. Big cut from Webb. Miller's hit the 10th of the day for the Patriots. Drew Mouse on in relief of Andrew Whipple, who replaced Easton Wallace. Three and two, first base open. And now the sacks are filled. The inning continues with the 9th man to come to the plate in this inning. That's Trent Sherlock. Remember him with the triple to deep left center field in the first inning. And the Peoria Heights fans are starting to smell it here.
Justifiably so. They've created separation. A Sherlock shot would probably finish things.
Strike one. Sherlock looks at strike two.
Slow and slower the first 2 deliveries. Off speed. Changing speeds on the breaking ball.
A lot of room down the left field line, actually in the right field line as well. Looking to absolutely break this game open here. He'll stay alive.
Talk about getting out and around the ball. He pulled that ball almost right into the third base dugout. Way quick with a top hand. Breaking ball that he couldn't stay back on.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 3 runs in for Peoria Heights. Again, just enough of it to get to swing again.
Advantage right now, quite honestly, to Sherlock. He's seen 3 breaking balls, 3 fastballs.
Sherlock rips it right into the glove of Wallace at third, so that will bring the inning to a close. 9 men came to the plate. 3 of them scored. Peoria Heights, a 5-run lead, 3 outs away from a 1A state championship.
Country Financial wants to know, do you feel in control of your financial future?
No.
Sort of.
But I have the desire to be in control of my money.
I need a plan.
At Country Financial, our goal is to work with you to lay out a step-by-step plan of insurance and financial solutions to help you regain control of your financial planning, to help you own your future.
Understanding is empowering.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today. Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Blake Begner's day as a pitcher is over. He'll move to first, and Matt King puts the ball in the hands of the sophomore Trevor Heath.
Good-looking sophomore he is. 3 hits yesterday hitting, but today it's to close a state championship. 6'2", 160. The sophomore has pitched 25 1/3 innings this season with a fine 5-1 record. 38 strikeouts in 25 1/3 innings. Not too shabby for a sophomore, or anybody for that matter. 13 base on balls. He's allowed 700 runs, 1.93. And I know you said earlier in the ball game you don't like to count outs. I'm telling you, Peoria Heights is counting 3 outs right now.
Yeah, they are. Eric Wallace, 9-1-2. Wallace came in, pinch hit single in the 5th inning. He'll start it here in the 7th. Point how things have changed. The last time Valmeyer came to bat, they had the bases loaded and a run in a 3-1 game. Peoria Heights scored early, and they have scored late. And that will hit Wallace to start it. To the top of the order, Cole Jelfs.
That's where every coach around would say anything but a base on balls or hit batsman. If a guy goes, he gets double, they go ahead and hit a double. Just nothing free. Put the ball in play.
Jelfs taking all the way.
Catch-up baseball. Some people have a catch-up rule. Some people have mustard rules. We can explain that.
Hit hard by Jelfs. Left field line. It's hooking, and it's foul. Ketchup and mustard, please.
Well, mustard is basic. There are certain counts that a coach says, this is mine, this is yours. Ketchup would be, first pitch is yours, then you take to a strike. Mustard is like 2-0, 2-1 is yours, 3-1 is mine. So different rules for different coaches as to, if you're in ketchup, if you're in mustard, or anything else a coach might call it, what pitch is his, what pitch is yours.
Heath cannot find that outside part of the plate. Well, if Valmeyer is going to make a run at it, this is where they'd want to be. Jelfs, Wallace, Krekel, Reinhardt, and Kempfer. Top 5 in the batting order. That nearly grazed the left shoulder of Jelfs.
Let me expound on that one more time. Mustard would be you're taking the first strike no matter what. Ketchup is I'll give you the first pitch. And then if you're behind, you work. If you're ahead, you take.
The ball squirts away from Sherlock. That's a passed ball, and that will advance Wallace to second.
And again, Wallace means very little, except for it erases a double play, it erases a force out. But they need runners. Valmeyer needs runners.
The count at 3-2. Good pitch. Drifting out of play. Good job by Jelfs.
So even on that pitch, we'll see Trevor Heath again when he takes the mound. He did what would normally be a good job, and that's vary his looks at the runner. Right now, I think he wants to look 100% at home plate.
Just a piece, and I mean a sliver of that ball was touched by Jelf's bat. Once again, full count pitch coming up. Left side, cutting it off nicely. and throwing it away. Runners to second and third.
So you have run number 2 on third, run number 3 on second, number 4 in the batter's box, 5 on deck. You're still a ways away from getting the tying runs now in the hole.
And that was Tyler Gregory, who had moved to third base when Heath came to pitch. Nobody out. Second and third for Easton Wallace. And Heath struggling a little here. It's 3-0.
He's got to refocus nothing but working with Sherlock here. Don't worry about runners. Don't worry about where your defense is at. Just attack the strike zone.
Now it is 3-0. Good take right there. 3-0 he was taking anyway. Easton Wallace. 459 average, hits it into the air. Begner, foul territory. Out number 1.
First one's the second hardest to get. The last one's always the hardest, but that one's oh so important. A little bit of a deep breath there by Heath getting that first out. Went 3-0, was able to come back and get 2 strikes into the zone.
Jake Krekel struck out twice against Begner today. He's 0 for 3. This is Heath. Krekel right on the nose. Webb coming in. He'll make the catch on the run. The runner tags. Here's the throw. The run will score. It's a 6-2 game. There are 2 outs here in the 7th.
Ty Webb, that ball hung up there just long enough for him to use his speed to run it down, run it down.
They're going to appeal at third that he left early. Didn't think we'd see a championship game on that. Now it's up to the freshman Philip Reinhardt. Couple of hits today. He looks to keep it alive. And where is that tying run, Mark Lindo, with 2 outs? It's still in the dugout somewhere. Big Bender.
Yeah, Heath was in jail. He got that first out of the pop-up for trailing 3-0, and he's a whole different persona right now. It just turned around.
And 2.
Boy, it can come and go so quickly, can it?
And nearly 3. All Reinhardt's looking to do is to keep the line moving here. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. All he's thinking about right here is throw a strike. Right center field. In is Wittenberg. And Peoria Heights has won your 2017 Class 1A State Baseball Championship.
Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm number one in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number one. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So,
the celebration on the third baseline, the fireworks beyond the right field wall. The Patriots from Peoria Heights enjoying the moment in their first ever state baseball finals appearance. They're going to pick up the first place trophy, 6-2 winners today over Valmeyer. And how far this program has come in Matt King's 9 years, his first 2 years, 2-19, 2-28 this season. 24-5, but more importantly, champions of Illinois in Class 1A.
Well, a well-played game by both teams, but especially by Peoria Heights. That 3 spot in the 6th loomed large. Some clutch hitting, some 2-out runs, some solid pitching, all the recipe for a championship.
Hard to pick a player of the game in this one in terms of winning a state title, but you got to believe Blake Begner's performance, 10 strikeouts today until he wore down, until the pitch count bit him as well. Our player of the game.
No doubt about it. He was superlative finish the season with 101 strikeouts and the winning pitcher, bringing the title or keeping the title here in Peoria.
6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Patriots. Valmeyer closes their season with a 28-10 record, 2 runs, 6 hits, and 4 errors. Congratulations to the Patriots from Peoria Heights. We have more baseball coming up for you from Peoria. 2A action getting started shortly. It'll be third place game, Chicago Christian and Orion, and that will be followed by our 2A state championship ball game. Couple of heavyweights, St. Joe Ogden taking on Teutopolis. But we wrap up Class 1A, the celebration for Peoria Heights, the Patriots, your 1A state champs. For Matt Remler and Mark Lindo, I'm Dave Bernhard. Thank you for joining us. 6-2 your final, your 1A title to the Heights.
I knew before it even left my hand. Why? Because every shot I take is the most important one of my life.
The most heart-stopping, game-changing, tie-turning moments in high school sports. Under Armour highlights of the week on the NFHS Network.
We'll share this life like we ought to.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
I knew before it even left my hand. Why? Because every shot I take is the most important one of my life.